chaos. Oh, they've very graciously let me build it in the hotel lobby, the storage room. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Day one. Yeah, tiny city, and it's crazy because right now it's kind of cool, but yesterday was boiling hot, and this gets covered in feet of snow. It's just, you would never know. Some things are rusted here and there from like all the snow, but you could barely tell. Yeah, very quiet city, very nice, and yeah, just gonna start riding towards the east side of Hokkaido, so across. That's the plan. It should take me a few days, doing like 60 miles a day or something like that, but I don't know how getting out of the city is. Yeah, just gotta get used to riding on the roads here because it's very different. Peace. It's just a vibe you can't describe. It is so different, everything. That's what I love about it. And just like that, out of the city. It's like a whole corridor with trees. It's really beautiful. Just right over there, I don't know if you can see it from here, there's a Japanese Special Defense Force base. So you constantly hear jets and stuff practicing over there. Pretty cool. I did a little research and it said that it didn't really rain that much in Hokkaido because it's like, yeah, it's north. But nah, looking at the weather report, it looks like it's gonna rain every single day that I'm here. You know, it happens. It's just water, right? But it is very beautiful here. Not sure if you could tell, but yeah. Let's keep going. Pretty nice campsite. I'm pretty right. I was gonna do 90K today or 95 or something like that. It was like almost 70 miles, I think, but I did not expect the climbing to be as brutal as it was. It was just, I feel like I was going uphill all day long, even though it wasn't like that. But yeah, this is my first campsite. No shower, and the onsen is like 2 kilometers down the road. And it's a crapshoot. They might not let me in because of the tattoo, so I'm not gonna risk it. They do have a bathroom here, and they do have a sink here, so the sun is finally out. We'll see how long that lasts. The whole no trash cans things is driving me absolutely bonkers. There's no trash cans. I'm packing like a pound of trash. I don't know where to throw it away. There's no trash cans. It's gravel. Ah! I mean, how damn beautiful is this? It's crazy. Get the Japanese Special Forces jets flying up around. Sounds awesome. It's day 2. The mileage looks pretty chill on the maps, but in actuality, it's there's some pretty good hills, to say the least. Now I know why on Rob's maps every day the kilometer is so low. I was like, I'm gonna be crushing 90Ks a day. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. and it's been raining every day as well. So yeah, I also had a hard time finding an onsen that's gonna let me in with tattoos. So it's been the sink onsens. But yeah, as far as the positives, man, it's hard to beat the beauty around here. Everything is just so wild. It really reminds me of like Zelda: The Ocarina of Time, like the Hyrule Castle area. Like it was probably inspired by this, honestly. And the bugs are freaking massive, bro. Like the wasps here are like, yeah, straight up Pokemon. There's like those beetles, also Pokemon. They sound like helicopters when they're flying. But yeah, it's wild. You can feel that it's really like out there and wild. And it's hard to believe as well that this is all covered in snow in winter. It's just so green and lush right now and hot, and it feels like you're in a subtropical place, but not really. What else? Lots of motorcycle touring, guys. Hugely popular for motorcycle touring. Hard to see from the lens here, but it's absolutely gorgeous. There's a ski mountain up there. Yeah, all these guys on Honda CT trails, Super Cubs, Harley Davidsons. It's pretty rad. Anyway, let's keep going. So lush and green. I hate my setup looking all janky with stuff all over it. Like it looks nasty, dude. And in Japan I want to look good, you know. Like I want to look stylish. But yeah, let's keep going. Whew. All day climbing again. At least it's overcast. The rain stopped for a little bit. Yeah, this is perfect weather right now. It's a little cool. Yeah, I'm starting to get into like the coniferous part of the forest, so it just feels nicer versus the like subtropical. You got these crazy plants too. They look like lily pads, but they're not. Bunch of these random abandoned places off the side of the roads. Well, this one's a little bit deeper off the road, but I think it used to be like some sort of stop to fix your tires or something. But yeah, totally abandoned. Yeah, so my plan, I was gonna go to the east coast of Hokkaido, but scrap that because it requires you to pack on the way back. I don't want to do the same route both ways, and on the way back it requires you to pack your bag in a rinko bag, which is like just a little like a bag to disassemble your bike and put into, because you can't put it on the train like fully set up. But I don't have one of those bags, and I was trying to do some research and there's nowhere to buy one on the other coast. So yeah, my hotel where I originally left my travel bike bag is in Chitose by the airport. So I don't want to do both ways. So what I'm gonna do is that I stopped near Obohiro, which is like along the middle, I think. And now I'm gonna ride north towards Furano, and then BA, where there's all those like colorful flowers that you've probably seen online. I don't know if there's flowers or not right now, but that's my plan. And then from there, I'm gonna cut on to the coast, so near Sapporo, but I'm gonna start a little bit further north and gonna start riding down towards Sapporo. And depending how much time I have left, I'm just gonna keep doing the west coast peninsula. So I think it's called Niseko. I'll look that up later. I'll put it on the description. Yeah. So a little bit of an update here. This is day 3, by far the most beautiful one. I can't even describe it. There's a huge lake, huge mountains in the background, and just beautiful grassy greens. Unfortunately, it's been raining all night at this point. Before this, I was at this town, and there was nothing there. And the only place to camp was kind of like, I wouldn't call it a strip mall, but I guess the Japanese version of it. And I guess a lot of cyclists had done this before because they had signs that said no camping anywhere. Call the cops immediately if you see a camp. So I was like, then I tried a ryokan. None of them took reservations on the same day. And then campsites, none available. So I was like, all right, I'll have to push it through the rain. Pushed it like maybe 30K or something. And yeah, I mean, it felt awesome. I had a tailwind and I was just freaking crushing the miles. Just super lush and beautiful. I believe the coastline, you could go all around the coastline, and yeah, it's amazing. But yeah, on the downside, everything had is wet, except what I'm wearing right now. This is dry, but I'll show you here. Well, those are like toiletries and stuff, that doesn't matter. Sleeping pad, a little bit moist. Sleeping bag, a little bit humid. The pillow, a little bit humid. Camera bag, a little bit humid. No matter how hard you try, in pouring rain while you're going, it's gonna get wet. If not wet, just damp by the extreme humidity. It's at 100% humidity, and it's been the same way for 3 days. So no matter how careful I am, it's gonna get wet, even though these bags are fully waterproof. My bag here that I made actually developed a little bit of a leak. I mean, it was fine in normal rain, but yesterday it was pouring down and I was just going ham. So it got a small leak, and stuff inside got a little bit wet, but feels dry inside. Yeah, my bibs, all of my bibs are wet. The rain jacket, wet inside and out. I don't know how. Probably sweat on the inside, but all my clothes, a wallet, a leather wallet, everything soaked, except for this tiny little pile here. 2 pairs of socks and 1 pair of underwear, which is damp. Another thing, I went to an onsen yesterday, and actually pretty good experience. The guy at the front desk was super helpful. I mean, my biggest fear wasn't being naked. I don't really care, but it was, oh, that's another traveler there. Yeah, well, it's not being naked, but it was being not knowing what to do when you get there. And like the old man at the entrance just helped me with everything. It was super nice. It was like 500 yen, just nothing. And yeah, it's just your standard onsen experience. You get naked, shower first, and then you get into the hot water with other dudes in there. Yeah, I felt so relaxed afterwards. After like 3 days of not showering, it felt amazing. Yeah, actually, I saw some other bike tours as well. This guy from Japan, from Osaka, he's done like the middle of Asia, Southeast Asia. Very well seasoned touring guy. Super nice, extremely nice. He's like, thank you for coming to Japan. We appreciate it. Like, I was like, damn, dude, these people are so freaking nice here. Like, I've not encountered a shitty person so far. Yeah, so today I actually got it's like 40K away, hostel. So I'm looking forward to washing my clothes, drying them, and yeah, let's get to it. Day 4, completely soaked again. That's just gonna be a theme of this whole video, getting soaked. At this point I became the rain. I'm not stopping anymore for the rain. If I get wet, I get wet. Okay. Everything's wet already anyway, so but just in a second, check out this view. Yeah, it's trees. No, there's a lake down there that looks freaking epic, but there's a lake I was talking about. Woo! Pretty nice, huh? Let's take a trip into the void together. I'll probably need both brakes, so it's gonna be sketch. Right, let's go. Alright, I need both brakes. Just everywhere you look, it's like absolutely gorgeous. You're gonna say, oh well, you could see that in the US too. It's not the same. I don't know how to explain it. It's just not the same. It's different. I don't know if it's a plant or well, it is the plants, it is the infrastructure. It's just, yeah, it looks different, dude. And everywhere you look, there's this little, like, I don't know what that says, but there's these little like gravel roads. I mean, any of these roads will take you somewhere freaking sick. I'm not taking them though, because I have somewhere to be. But if I had more time, I would 100% spend like a weekend here, a weekend there. You know, book a hotel somewhere and just explore that area for like a few days. That would be freaking awesome. It's just a lot of character. I'll stop here for a second. I was just up there on that mountain, and it's similar to this farmland, kind of like downhill. And there was a tiny cafe in the middle of nowhere. Apple Pie Cafe, I think it's called. Dude, the nicest freaking people ever. And the best apple pie I've ever had. I'll link it or something, I don't know. Now that you're probably never gonna be here, but it's just so cool to see these little hidden gems, man. The rain has stopped for a little bit. Dude, I'm so hungry. Like, I'm starting to get into the groove where I'm just like smashing miles and eating a lot. It isn't a bad thing, I guess. But I crave sweets like crazy, so I guess this is like the excuse. I get to burn a ton of calories and eat a lot of sweets.
Kid is in the jungle. Kid is in the jungle.
that beer? The one arm mount. I think these are. Is that rice? Anybody, any plant nerd can tell me if that's rice? Yeah, you got all these like quote unquote, not really back alleys, but the main road is over there. But you could run parallel on these tiny roads. Very little traffic. It's just one lane, but both ways. It's pretty nice. Just had some katsukare. It was pretty good. Yeah, look at this. What's that? What am I looking at? What's that? More rice? I love that it's all these little houses. Like, I don't think these are owned by companies. I think these are all family owned. Because they also have their little shops and stuff, like Jeremy Clarkson's farm. And they sell their own fruits and stuff. Yeah, cool. I mean, no farm should be like corporate like that. The hell do I know though?